My guest today is someone that has grown with so many tags, some complimentary and yet others quite impactful, at least as far as this country is concerned. Ranging from his 10 inches shoes to his spaceship rock and roll costumes, or his ability to wear feminine clothes and still feel fly and comfortable, or his electric and humorous personality on stage, Denrele Edun has over the years managed to get Nigerians talking and even questioning his sanity for that matter. The interesting thing is that he doesn't seem to care much as he continues to go crazier and crazier as the day goes by. Now, recently, as if to think we had already seen the worst of him, Denrele shared very revealing and intense photos of himself, topless, in skinny girl jeans and in a pair of white stilettos. Nigerians both home and abroad went mad and viral on that post. To cut long story short, everyone began to ask, could Denrele be thinking of a sex change? Could we be having our very own Nigerian Caitlyn Jenner? These and many more are going to be the theme of discuss on my one-on-one chat with him. So don't go anywhere, stay with us, we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. So as already promised, I have the masquerade of the moment here in the studio. You know, Denrele is someone, he describes himself as a young man without a stop button. Now, he's someone who, you know, walks into a room and your jaws literally drop. I mean, who wouldn't? Someone who wears a 10-inch shoes or, you know, rock and roll or spaceship costume or outfit. Thank you so much, Denrele, for joining us.
Kai, only me. You gave this kind of description. And I was already thinking of wonderful things to say about you.
There are lots of things to say about you.
Okay.
From weird to eccentric to high-spirited and
to just
humble to jovial.
Regular.
Regular? No, you can't find. This is not regular.
Well, it depends. That's what I think in my head, though.
All right. Denrele Edun
Yes,
on the What's Trending. Thank you for joining us. All right, so tell us briefly, give us a hint of your background. What was growing up like for you?
Background. Chai, $1,000,000 question rolled into one. Okay. Let me first, I have to clean your table before I start talking. Yes, okay. Okay, background. I like to think I'm nationality confused, you know, because my dad is Yoruba. He's from Ogun State, Abeokuta, you know, to be precise. And my mom's dad is Indian and her mom is from Mauritius. And I was born in Hamburg, Germany. But I only have a green passport.
No. That explains it.
They gave me only green passports. Crazy people. You know, I spent like my first 5 years in Germany, came to Nigeria, I couldn't speak a word of English. And then my first 3 months in primary school, now pidgin, I began to speak for herself. I went to a proper, you know, private primary school. Went to, you know, primary schools here and there. Then I went to St. Gregory's College. I got in 1991, I remember, and I finished 97. And there was something funny about secondary school. We didn't have a literature teacher from SS1 to 3, but you know, I had an A1 in literature. I was the only one. When they checked our result, we just saw 9998, 9991. Who had this one? Denrele, oh, as usual. And then I started professional showbiz in 1995 when I was in SS1. I got on Kiddivision 101, the, you know, network show on NTA, which was very eye-opening for me. And then, as they say, the rest is history. Got out of school, took a teaching job because I wasn't up to 16. So I took up a teaching job for like 1.5 years. Then I got into the university. I wanted to do law and mass comm, but you know how the system operates. And they gave me English education, curriculum studies, faculty of education. And my first year in school, I refused to go to class. I was always hanging around mass comm, hoping they'll pity me and give me, you know, just saying, there's not even pity this boy and put him inside here. But when I had all the carryovers in the world, I had to face education. And I did, you know, finished, and then came out and pow, jumped into Sound City, Channel O, and then you saw me with a mob stick in front of the house.
I can imagine. All right, now let me ask you this. Why do you do the things you do? I mean, why do you wear a 10-inch, you know, shoe, you know, these ridiculous outfit, you know, the long hair? You know, what exactly inspires you to come up with this persona, really?
Really, you know, I've tried to find it over time. You know, I like to think that I, you know, inspire myself. I set my own principles. I follow my own guiding philosophies. I am not one of those people who you put in a box, I'll jump out of it immediately. And you know what they say, there are 2 ways to know your personality. The way you behave when you have everything, and the way you manage when you have nothing. I've had nothing. I've gone through that phase where I've had nothing. I don't have everything yet. But you know, so over time, I, you know, cast my mind back to, you know, where I've been and the hustle I've been through. And I would say, let's just say, this hustle started from when there were not too many clothes. I had like 2 shirts, 3 jeans that I would rip up, tear, shred. And I wanted to look regular from, you know, I wanted to look different from the guy next door. But still with the regular mindset that I have. And why did I wear these sort of shoes? Well, you know what they say now, the higher the heels, the closer to heaven now. You know, and then the food I eat goes to my hair. And then they asked me again, they said I used to be dark and now I'm light. Well, I used to be in the dark, but now I found light. See how your light is shining on me. Hey, my people can see me. Okay, well, I just like to think that I'm just me, really. Because you would know if I'm a two-faced kind of person. Somehow, somewhat along the line, I would have gotten tired. And I would have just gone back to, you know, a conservative, well-refined person. But I think over the years, I even kind of got worse, maybe. Or I just kind of got, you know, I started going a little overboard with some things.
I would describe you the way Oprah would call it, you're a restless soul.
Very!
I think I would describe you that way.
Yeah, but a very restless, but at the same time, I would say, you know, level-headed. I have my ground. You know, my head is, you know, where it's supposed to be.
All right, now, we know that it's no news to you the number of tags people have called you. You know, they've called you so many names. Denrele Edun, you know, crazy dude, weird, a weirdo.
You're trying to be nice.
A confused human being.
Go
many,
all out.
Don't worry, I'm getting there. But you don't seem to care. Yeah. You know, in fact, it's like these tags sort of energizes you and it even makes you explosive even more. Is that your own form of therapy, really? Okay,
I would say if I was starting out now, then...
Did you see the way you did that?
Sorry.
That was scary.
No, that's to emphasize the points. If I was starting out now, then all of these jabs and all of these, you know, let's call them critique, all of these things would have really gotten to me. But starting out, you know, I've gone through times when I've had to, you know, hustle with people on the streets. And by that I mean then with the sort of dressing, I'll get into buses, conductors will throw me out. Even in school, when I was in Unilag, my lecturers would walk me out of class. So I mean, I faced all of that. And I faced a lot of opposition in the industry. You know, starting out, everybody would just say, you know, they would judge you from your appearance. Who's giving this one? Some people would admire the artisticness and maybe the theatrics that I bring to the table. But I'll say that I've worked so hard. There are a lot of us out there who are very different from the regular and who find it very hard to cut across the field that we want to, you know, settle in. So I would say all these comments, all of the negative criticism, I look for the humor in it, turn it around and then laugh about it. Why will I worry myself about what people are saying?